more than likely, this is going to get me some hate in the comment section, but it's something I'm actually interested in subject-wise, and this is why, and this is how, really good music acts don't get the recognition they need and deserve over the likes of Taylor Swift and One Direction and bands of that ilk, the bands and music artists, Lady Gaga, another one, of the ilk who are more teen pop than proper musical artists. And this got me thinking about this about 2 days ago. And Channel 4 had an article on why the British Music Academy were not rewarding the likes of Skepta, Giggs, Wiley, and other grime artists, Big Nasty, and other grime artists and British urban music artists, when they're doing so well on social media, they're doing so well with the Mercury Music Prize, and they're doing so well in other forms, yet they're not hitting the awards ceremonies. They're not getting the awards what Channel 4 believe they deserve. So this gets you thinking. Firstly, we all know Channel 4's very left wing, so they would probably champion urban music over white music and pop music anyway. But I think the thing they're failing to grasp is that the BRITS, the Grammys, and other musical award people don't go for content. Don't go for style, don't go for content. They go for what is successful, and they do this constantly. And there's been many channels discussing this constantly, and I'm putting my own 2 cents in because it's an interesting subject. Right, why aren't grime artists getting the recognition they deserve is the first question. It's because it's not internationally a successful genre. It's only been around 16, maybe 20 years most. It might be a bit longer, but it's an offshoot of garage. It became popular-ish with Boy in the Corner by Dizzy Rascal. That's when it kind of made the mainstream for a little bit. And Dizzy won the Mercury Music Prize for Boy in the Corner. Really good album. One of the best rap albums I've heard. Not my favourite. However, it was a well-written album. It got the Mercury Music Prize. That's because the Mercury Music Prize cares about the work you've produced, not how many sales you've done, not on how commercially successful you are. You could have an album that sold 500 copies, being the best written album in the world. Your sales go rapidly up through the roof, and you win the prize. That's how the Mercury Music Prize goes. They are actual music fans who do that. Right. So, one, it's not a successful genre. That is the main reason it's not getting the recognition Channel 4 believes it deserves. But we see this across the musical expanse. You look at the beef, let's say, between Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift. I think that's about 18 months ago. Taylor Swift was nominated for something Nicki Minaj got in a huff because she didn't get the nominations for Anaconda, by the way, which is a terrible song. Then everything kicked off over Twitter, because you can't have beef in the real world these days, you have to have it on Twitter. But Taylor Swift got that recognition because she's the most successful pop artist in the world right now. Robbie Williams, 16, 17 years ago, got all the awards he needed because he was the most successful artist back then. It's about success. We can boil this down with the Macklemore and Ryan Lewis album, the first one they did together, I've forgotten its name, and Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Good Kid, Mad City, better album. Didn't win the award because Macklemore is more successful commercially. Both hip-hop artists, both. Macklemore's more successful because he's got more poppy sentiments than Kendrick, but again, this is down to he was more successful, so he got the award. And every time someone is going to come up with this, and this is going to come up over and over again, and there's going to be more and more talk of this. I think when you talk about this, and this is going to come up again, and there'll be more YouTube videos on it, you've got to remember what's been more successful commercially, what's been more successful in the charts, what's been more successful on iTunes, on Spotify, on album sales. Because let's face it, you can't really get a hard copy of a CD anymore, so when everything except for albums, you can't get singles, hard copies anymore. So what has been more successful sales wise? Then let's have a look at the awards. Then we can start judging the nominations based on that. I wish it was based on talent myself, but let's face it, it's based on success and commercial success. Anyway, that's that one. I'll see you next time. Peace.